Hi, everyone. Today, let's talk about Titan Invest. I'm going to go through each of their investing offerings and give my opinion, and then I'll give an overall assessment of what I think Titan Invest can do for you as the investor. So they got stocks, real estate, venture capital, cryptocurrency, private credit, and cash. If you like investing and making money, definitely like and subscribe. I make this along with daily options portfolio updates, so make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Welcome to the Portfolio Bulletin. Let's get started. Starting off with their cash offering, they offer up to 2% on your first $10,000 with a minimum investment of $1,000. And after that, it's 0.5%. So, not a great offering here. You can definitely get more in a high yield savings account at this point, especially with the Fed interest rate being pretty high at this time. You can also get inflation protected treasury bills, offering quite a bit more than this. So, cash or cash equivalents offering more than Titan Cash. So, not a great offering to start, but let's look at some of their other things. Moving over to their stock offerings, they start with their flagship fund, which they say holds 15 to 20 stocks with a target return of 15%. These are all US stocks with an average market cap of around $500 billion. If you click on Learn More and scroll down here a little bit, you can see some of the facts they say. You have daily liquidity, you can trade in and out of it at any point. It's all stocks and has a minimum of $100, so pretty low on that. The fund started about 4 years ago, and in terms of fees, they charge 1% per year if you have less than $10,000. Or $5 per month if you have more than $10,000. So pretty high on the fees, definitely way more than you would pay if you owned the S&P 500 through an ETF. But if they're going to actually return this 15%, then it might be worth it. I would be pretty surprised if they turned 15% or more, but it's certainly a good goal. And this is a pretty standard holding for a normal hedge fund. So they usually hold what they think are the 15 to 20 best stocks, something like Carl Icahn or Warren Buffett, where they just pick their best and most favorite stocks. They hold on to those because they think they will return more than the market. Going back here, they also have their opportunity fund, similar story, 15 to 25 stocks, same target return, much lower market cap here. And they have the same fee structure. And this was actually started a little bit less, so 2 years ago. It's a little interesting to me that they do not show their current returns on these portfolios. And then they have their offshore account, so international only, $115 billion market cap. And then looking at this, I'd be curious. Yep, same advisory fees here, and this was started last year. I'm always a little bit hesitant to invest in anything besides ETFs or if you're going to trade it yourself. But if you're going to pay 1% or $5 per month, they really need to perform. And they don't show any of what their returns are right now, which is definitely concerning. It's also worth mentioning here that you can't look at what these funds are holding unless you invest with them. Definitely not going to do that just for this review, but if some of you have invested with Titan, I'd definitely like to know what these 15 to 20 stocks are, and I would be curious to see what they're holding in these other funds as well. Moving over to their real estate, it's good to see that they offer a real estate fund, and it's done through Apollo, which is actually another publicly traded hedge fund. You can actually go to their website and learn a little bit about Apollo, which I did do a little bit, not a lot to say here. Basically, they believe they can grow your money fast, and they want you to invest your money with them. But otherwise, key facts, 136 holdings, which is not a ton for real estate. Market cap just under $6 billion. And their total returns currently from 2014 to 2022 is about 7.5%. So pretty good. Not too bad for real estate. I will say this is underperforming Fundrise right now. So if you want to do it yourself, Fundrise is beating this 7.5% per year since 2014. So that's a tough comparison for them here. Moving over to private credit, they have 504 holdings. They've returned 8.8% since 2018 with a $2 billion market cap, and it's a global fund. If we click Learn More here, we can see some of the funds that they're invested in. It's good to see that they say net fees here, so after fees, they're returning that amount. Minimum investment here is $2,000. It's a little bit higher, and the liquidity is actually quarterly here, so you can't just get your money out at any point with this. Management fee is 1%, again, fairly high. And then they say 15% once the hurdle rate is achieved, which is 6%. A 15% fee is pretty massive, so definitely a little concerned about that, even if they are returning 8.8% after these fees. And then I'm also curious to see, is the Titan fee on top of that? So you're paying 1% under 10,000 and then 5 per month, and then you're paying the fund fees on top of that? That's quite a bit of fees, so a little concerning there. Definitely something to be aware of if you want to invest with Titan long term. Moving over to their cryptocurrencies, says they own 5 to 10 coins, 15% target returns, almost $100 billion, and it's all in cryptocurrencies. And we go to the Learn More here. The liquidity is daily, lower investment minimum here, pretty good. And then just the normal advisory fees, It doesn't say those Titan fees, so that's a little bit curious. Do those Titan fees apply to your overall portfolio? And then you have to pay each individual fee within the funds? It doesn't specify here, but that is something to be considerate of if you want to invest with Titan. And lastly, here they have venture capital, and that's run by ARK Venture. The fund manager is Kathy Wood herself, apparently. They have 40 holdings or so. They don't have any key mandates here for returns. It's a little bit tougher in the venture capital space. The idea is that, if you get one or two big winners, you could return huge amounts, or they could all fail and you lose all of your money. It's interesting to see that they do hold private and public companies here, 15 to 30 public companies, 25 plus private companies. Liquidity is quarterly with a minimum of $500 with an investment horizon between 5 and 10 years. And then they do mention here a management fee of 4.22%, so huge amount of fees that goes to ARK, and then no Titan fees for this one. And they actually show some of the private companies here, which is pretty cool. Epic Games is a huge one, so that would be cool to invest in. Certainly not available to anybody on the open markets right now, and I don't really know much about the rest of these. And to finish off with this review, let's see what some other people are saying about Titan Invest. They say they're a little bit more than a robo-investor, which is what we saw before. They do have some actual people that do manage your money. They did win some robo-investor reports back in 2020, but they kind of dropped off after that. They offer all the different types of investments, including IRAs, and the overall fund was launched in 2018. They say they want to bring a high rate of return back to the individual investor, which is kind of their thing as a hedge fund. They want you to be able to invest in a hedge fund with less than $100,000, which is often the minimums that you have to invest in most hedge funds. They also mention here they have an aggressive, moderate, and conservative portfolio for their stocks, which is something that they didn't show on the platform. Kind of interesting there. They also mention here that it is different from a robo-investor or a traditional mutual fund or ETF in that you're not owning Titan shares, you're owning the shares of the stock itself. And they mention here that they try to model after Warren Buffett, which is something that I also mentioned. Warren Buffett frequently talks about how he picks his best-in-brand stocks and only holds those specific ones. It's also worth mentioning here that they show some of the stocks that they own, which is cool, at least back in the first quarter of 2019. So shows you kind of what they've been holding. They're still holding Facebook or Meta. I'm sure that didn't go very well for them. And then this company that owns some of Alibaba probably didn't go very well either. And then Salesforce, Alphabet down quite a bit, and Amazon got punished here recently. But overall, they're trying to bring you that hedge fund feel to the less wealthy, more individual investor. My overall opinion of Titan is that they do put a lot of different investments in one place and you can manage it all through one platform, which is pretty cool. Of course, you're definitely going to pay for that with the amount of fees that you pay, either their 1% annual or their $5 per month, plus whatever fund fees you have to pay for private credit or their ARK Innovation or any of those individual funds that have their own fees associated with them. But it is good that they do a pretty good diversification and you can do it all in one place. But it just seems like you're going to pay for that. So if you want to do it all yourself, my guess is that you will make more returns and pay less money if you do it yourself. Or if you don't really want to be that involved and you just want to pay a little bit of extra money to do it all in one place, then Titan Invest might be the one for you. And hopefully you can make the minimum investments on most of these. Like I said, it's only $100 to $500 on most of their funds, but some of them are a little bit more, between $1,000 or $2,000. Let me know down in the comments section what you think of Titan Invest. Or if you're a Titan investor, let me know what your returns have been and what you think of Titan so far. Definitely like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Of course, none of this is financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes. Good luck in your investing and have a great day.